voter registration. Few more hours left, Reginald. A very good morning to you until that closes. But remember, we always say that the online system will continue until the date is proclaimed, which is likely tomorrow. But talk to us about the interest in terms of in-person registering, re-registering, checking your details, amending your details. What are you witnessing there, Reggie?
A very good morning to you, Blaine, and also to our viewers. Well, we are out again monitoring the voter registration here in the Northern Cape. And I told you yesterday that even with the IEC, when you register online, gives you problems. I tried again yesterday afternoon, and it still said that due to the number of people trying to register, there's some technical glitches on the site. I'm going to try again today. If not, then I need to go to my voting station or the school where the voting station is to register or update my details. But yesterday, when we spoke to the Patriotic Alliance, also their focus was on the youth and also service delivery. We heard that Jubilee Smith was saying that service delivery is a huge problem within Kimberley: potholes, sewage flowing, electricity, and people are just they grew tired of this endless service delivery complaints. But joining me now from the ANC, and we know that the ANC here in the Northern Cape, they have the majority seat. They are controlling the Northern Cape. Joining me now is Mr. Norman Shushu from the ANC. Good morning, Mr. Shushu. Just tell us firstly how your canvassing is going and getting people to register to vote on the 1st of November.
Good morning, Reggie. Our canvassing is going very well. We are focusing mainly on the first-time voters, but also ensuring that the young people actually come and register. And like you've indicated, we have tried also to register a number of young people online, and we've experienced some challenges. So what we're focusing on now is to pick up those young people from home and bring them to the voting stations.
And then also, Mr. Shushu, people are constantly complaining about service delivery within the Northern Cape, and we know that your party is controlling this province. How do you feel about this endless service delivery challenges?
Well, we are busy addressing the service delivery challenges. You'll realize that in many of the areas there's aging infrastructure which requires massive capital injection. And as the ANC-led alliance government, we are busy looking at how we are able to put in place budgets that can begin to address the aging infrastructure in our communities. Because you'll realize that the infrastructure, for example, in Solplaiki, was aimed to address a number of people, and the city has grown substantially. That is why we've got challenges of bulk infrastructure. But there are budgets that have been set aside to ensure that there's better planning and coordination to ensure that there's improvement in the quality of service at the local government level.
And then also, do you think the ANC in the province will get over 50%? Because in the last local government elections in 2016, you got 58%, yes? Do you think you will have majority again?
Yeah, we think that the work that the African National Congress government is doing and the fact that the ANC is renewing will ensure that we regain the confidence from the people. And people have confidence because the ANC has got a track record of delivery. It has delivered massive housing, which no other government has done in the world. It's a record achievement. It is providing a network of a safety net for our communities, massive cash transfers to social grants, free higher education and education from ECD up to higher education level. So people have confidence that the African National Congress, despite challenges notwithstanding, but people know that the ANC, there's evidence that it is able to deliver on its commitments that it makes to the people.
And do you think the ANC will deal with corruption robustly?
Yes, we have evidence of that. The ANC is the only government that has a commission on state capture, if you can look globally as well, where it takes itself and puts itself open to scrutiny to the public and it's able to say everybody who has been found wanting as far as the law is concerned, everybody who has abused state resources must be put on trial and must face the consequences. So whilst there's huge corruption in the public sector, and the government has committed, the African National Congress has committed that those who have been found wanting, for example, must step aside not only from government, but must step aside even from the African National Congress. And we know now senior leaders have stepped aside because they are facing corruption charges or any other serious crime-related charges in the public service. And that is the only organization that has done that. There's no organization that has demonstrated that kind of commitment against corruption in this country.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shushu. Well, Blaine, that was Norman Shushu from the African National Congress here in the Northern Cape, saying that they will deal with the service delivery challenges within the province, also telling us that he is very sure and they are dealing with corruption, and those who are guilty of corruption should face the full might of the law. And a very critical point that he also raised was what I said earlier on, registering people online, and he was saying that they are actually going out to get the youngsters to come and register. So I think that's an issue we should really pick up with the IEC. But I'll speak to Bonolo Modise later. He was telling me that they are currently in a meeting, but right, he will grant us an interview a little later.
Reginald, with regards to, look, I understand service delivery issues will make sure or encourage people to go out and vote. Why? They might want change. They might want to, affect change via their vote. That's one issue. That notwithstanding, what about personality politics? I'm talking about the likes of the names of Ramaphosa, Malema, Delil, so on, Maimane of late, coming to the fore. What role, from your assessment in talking to the electorate, because you do a lot of work on the ground, what role does that play in influencing the voter?
Well, Blaine, I must say, and we have had various political parties and various leaders coming to the province making promises to the people that they are going to make changes, but like people are saying that they don't see any changes and they are not keen to vote, and that's why we also saw a number of small parties registered here in the Northern Cape for people to vote for them, because people are saying they are tired, and we've done numerous stories, Blaine, on service delivery issues. But if change will come, it remains to be seen. And year after year, with every elections, promises are made, but whether they are being kept is really it's not on, and people don't have the confidence in that.
Is about, among other things, consistency and accountability. Let's see how this unfolds, and let's see what part this forms in terms of the calculus of voters going to the polls on November 1 and making their mark. Reginald Witbooi, live for us in Northern Cape. Thank you, sir. We'll come back to you a little later on, monitoring the scene there with regards to voter registration. Remember, it closes at 5 p.m., but the online option is still available to you.